6 bedroom items to get rid of after 60 for better health. Here's why. As we age, our bodies become more sensitive to our surroundings, especially where we sleep. You might not realize it, but your bedroom could be silently harming your health every single night. If you're over 60, it's time to take a closer look. Here are 6 common things you should remove from your bedroom right away to protect your health, improve your sleep, and boost your overall well-being. 1. Old pillows, a hidden breeding ground for bacteria and health problems. At first glance, your pillow might look clean and harmless. It may still hold its shape, feel comfortable under your head, and look perfectly usable. But what you can't see is far more important than what's visible. Over time, old pillows become a hidden source of bacteria, allergens, and even mold, all of which can quietly sabotage your health, especially as you age. As we sleep, our bodies naturally shed skin cells and release sweat and oils. Night after night, these substances accumulate inside the pillow. The warm, moist environment inside a pillow is ideal for dust mites, microscopic creatures that feed on dead skin cells, and are known to trigger allergies and respiratory issues. Along with the mites themselves, their waste products can irritate your airways, especially if you suffer from asthma, sinus problems, or weakened immunity, which is more common in people over 60. If you've ever woken up with a stuffy nose, sneezing, or an itchy throat, and dismissed it as allergies or aging, your old pillow may actually be the culprit. You may also notice more frequent headaches, skin irritation, or even unexplained fatigue upon waking, all of which could stem from breathing in dust, allergens, and mold spores while you sleep. In addition to the unseen threats, old pillows also lose their structural integrity over time. They become lumpy, uneven, or overly soft, failing to provide proper neck and spine alignment. This can lead to chronic neck stiffness, back pain, or tension headaches, especially dangerous for older adults, whose bodies take longer to recover from poor posture or discomfort. So what's the solution? Experts recommend replacing your pillows every 1 to 2 years, even sooner if you notice signs of wear, odor, or discomfort. When choosing a new pillow, opt for those made with hypoallergenic materials, and look for removable, washable covers. These reduce allergen buildup and are easier to clean regularly. Wash your pillowcases at least once a week, and don't forget to air out your pillows under sunlight from time to time. UV rays are natural disinfectants that can help reduce bacteria and moisture inside. Improving your pillow hygiene may seem like a small step, but it can make a massive difference in the quality of your sleep and your health. For older adults, even one night of poor sleep can affect balance, memory, and mood. Don't let an old pillow rob you of restful, restorative sleep. Take a few minutes today to inspect your pillows. Your future self will thank you every morning. 2. Clutter under the bed, a hidden source of dust, allergens, and poor sleep. At first glance, using the space under your bed for storage seems like a smart and practical idea. After all, it's a convenient place to keep items you don't use every day, like seasonal clothing, shoes, or boxes of old keepsakes. But what most people don't realize, especially older adults, is that this seemingly harmless habit can actually create an unhealthy sleeping environment that quietly affects your health and well-being night after night. Over time, items stored under the bed collect dust, dander, and even mold spores, especially if they're left unsealed or forgotten. These contaminants can accumulate quickly and are often stirred up while you move around in bed or make the bed in the morning. Even though you may not see it, you could be breathing in fine dust particles every single night. For older adults, this is particularly concerning. As we age, our immune and respiratory systems become more sensitive. What may have once been a minor irritation in your younger years, like a bit of dust, can now trigger real issues such as morning congestion, sneezing or coughing, itchy watery eyes, difficulty breathing clearly at night, fatigue upon waking, even after a full night's sleep. Beyond allergies, clutter under the bed can also negatively impact airflow in your bedroom. Poor air circulation leads to a damp and musty environment, ideal conditions for mold and bacteria to thrive. Mold growth near your sleeping area is not just unpleasant, it can be dangerous, especially for anyone with asthma, chronic bronchitis, or a weakened immune system. There's also a mental aspect to consider. Sleep research and psychological studies have shown that a cluttered bedroom, even when the clutter is out of sight, can subtly affect your brain's ability to relax. Your subconscious continues to process the mess while you sleep, making it harder to fall into a deep, restorative rest. So what's the solution? Start by taking a few minutes to inspect the space under your bed. Remove any unnecessary items and give the area a thorough vacuuming, preferably with a vacuum that has a HEPA filter to trap dust and allergens. If you must store things under the bed, keep them in clean, sealed plastic bins with lids to prevent dust buildup and moisture absorption. Ideally, try to leave the space under your bed empty. Not only will this improve airflow and cleanliness, but it also creates a lighter, more peaceful energy in the room, something that's especially valued in feng shui and natural wellness practices. It's a small change, but it can have a huge impact on how well you breathe, how deeply you sleep, and how refreshed you feel in the morning. 3. Scented candles and chemical air fresheners, the silent polluters in your bedroom. At first glance, scented candles and air fresheners seem like harmless, even pleasant additions to your bedroom. They create a cozy atmosphere, mask unwanted odors, and help you relax, right? Unfortunately, many of these products come with hidden dangers, especially for older adults whose immune and respiratory systems are more vulnerable with age. Most commercial air fresheners and scented candles are made with synthetic fragrances and paraffin wax, both of which release volatile organic compounds, VOCs, into the air when burned or sprayed. Common VOCs found in these products include formaldehyde, benzene, and toluene, chemicals that have been linked to respiratory irritation, hormonal disruption, and even increased cancer risk with long-term exposure. You might not notice the damage right away, but over time, constant exposure to these airborne chemicals can lead to irritation in your lungs, throat, and sinuses, making it harder to breathe clearly, especially at night. Chronic headaches, dizziness, or a foggy mind the next day, often mistaken for aging or poor sleep. Hormonal imbalance, which can disturb your body's natural rhythms and negatively affect sleep and energy levels. Sleep disturbances, such as frequent awakenings or difficulty falling into deep, restorative sleep. Even if you sleep through the night, you may still wake up feeling exhausted. And here's the troubling part. Many of these substances linger in the air long after the scent has faded. They cling to soft furnishings like curtains, bedding, and carpets, continuing to pollute the air you breathe night after night. So what's the solution? You don't need to sacrifice a nice smelling space to protect your health. Instead, make a smart switch to natural alternatives that not only smell great, but also support your well-being. Essential oil diffusers are a gentle, chemical-free way to fill your bedroom with calming scents. Oils like lavender, eucalyptus, peppermint, or sweet orange can help relax your nervous system, clear your airways, and promote deeper, more peaceful sleep. Beeswax or soy candles are far safer options compared to paraffin. Beeswax candles, in particular, emit negative ions when burned, which help neutralize pollutants in the air, actually improving your bedroom's air quality. Add a few air-purifying houseplants, such as snake plant, aloe vera, or English ivy. These plants naturally filter toxins from the air and contribute to a fresher, more breathable environment. Breathing clean air is one of the most overlooked keys to better sleep, especially as we get older. By removing chemical-laden products and choosing natural, healthier alternatives, you create a bedroom that works with your body, not against it. A good night's rest should never come at the cost of your long-term health. Make the switch today and breathe easier tonight. 4. Thick, heavy curtains. Why they might be making you more tired, not more rested. Many people believe that thick, heavy curtains, especially blackout curtains, are the key to better sleep. After all, they block out all light, create a darker room, and make it easier to fall asleep, right? Well, that's only part of the story. While blackout curtains can help reduce distractions at night, they may actually be doing more harm than good, especially for older adults who are more sensitive to changes in light and air quality. One of the most overlooked problems is how these heavy curtains block natural morning light. Our bodies are designed to follow a natural rhythm, known as the circadian rhythm, which helps regulate when we feel sleepy and when we feel awake. This rhythm is largely controlled by light exposure, especially sunlight. When you sleep in a room that's too dark in the morning, your brain doesn't receive the signal to stop producing melatonin, the hormone that makes you feel sleepy. As a result, even after 7 to 8 hours of sleep, you might still feel groggy, foggy, or unmotivated to start your day. It's not always about how long you sleep, but how naturally you wake up. In addition to confusing your sleep-wake cycle, heavy curtains also reduce airflow in the bedroom. Without proper ventilation or sunlight, your bedroom can become slightly more humid. Over time, this creates an ideal environment for dust, mold, and bacteria to grow, especially around windows or fabric folds. For older adults with sensitive lungs or allergies, this can mean more coughing, sneezing, or waking up with a dry throat. Another problem? Heavy, dark curtains can make a room feel emotionally heavy. According to both psychology and feng shui principles, rooms that are too dark and closed off can contribute to feelings of sadness or low energy. So, what can you do? Solution: choose lighter curtains made from breathable, natural fabrics like cotton or linen. These allow for gentle air circulation while still providing privacy. If you still prefer a dark room at night, consider using double-layer curtains, one sheer layer that lets in soft daylight during the morning, and one thicker layer you can draw closed at night. Also, get into the habit of opening your curtains as soon as you wake up. Letting in 10 to 15 minutes of natural sunlight in the morning helps signal your brain to stop melatonin production and start creating serotonin, the hormone that boosts your mood and energy. This simple change, switching out heavy curtains or just opening them earlier, can make a surprisingly big difference in how alert, happy, and refreshed you feel each morning. 5. Phones and screens, the silent sleep saboteurs. In today's digital world, it's almost second nature to keep your phone within arm's reach, even while you sleep. Many people use it as an alarm clock, a late-night reading device, or simply a way to wind down by checking messages or watching videos. But what feels like a harmless habit can quietly be one of the most damaging to your sleep and overall well-being, especially as you age. So, what's the real issue? The main culprit is blue light, which is emitted from phone screens, tablets, TVs, and other electronic devices. Blue light mimics daylight and interferes with the production of melatonin, the hormone responsible for helping you fall asleep and stay asleep. When your brain is exposed to blue light at night, it's tricked into thinking it's still daytime, delaying the release of melatonin and making it harder for your body to enter a restful state. But it doesn't stop there. Many older adults have the habit of scrolling through social media, reading the news, or watching videos right before bed. While this might feel relaxing at the moment, it keeps your brain in an alert, stimulated state. Even if you put your phone down and close your eyes, your brain may still be awake, making it harder to fall into deep restorative sleep. And let's not forget about notifications. A single ping from a late-night text or app alert, even one you don't consciously hear, can disturb your sleep cycles. Your brain is sensitive to light and sound, even while you're resting. These small interruptions can prevent you from reaching the deeper stages of sleep that are essential for healing, memory consolidation, and feeling refreshed in the morning. What can you do about it? First and foremost, remove electronic devices from your bedroom. That includes your phone, tablet, or any gadget that emits light or noise. If you use your phone as an alarm, consider switching to a traditional alarm clock. It's a small investment that can make a big difference. Aim to limit screen time at least 1 hour before bed. Instead of scrolling, try reading a physical book, journaling, listening to calming music, or doing light stretches. These activities help your mind wind down naturally. If you must use your phone before bed, enable night shift or blue light filter mode and keep screen brightness as low as possible. By removing screens from your bedtime routine, you're not just improving your sleep, you're protecting your brain, reducing anxiety, and giving your body the rest it truly needs to heal and function properly. Sleep is one of the most important foundations of healthy aging, and sometimes, the best way to improve it is by turning the screens off. 6. Thick rugs or wall-to-wall carpeting. Hidden traps that harm your sleep and health. Thick, Plush rugs and full-room carpeting may seem warm and luxurious, especially if you enjoy walking barefoot or want to keep the room cozy during colder months. But as we get older, it's important to look beyond comfort and consider how these soft surfaces might be silently impacting our health, especially our breathing, sleep, and energy levels. Carpets and rugs act like giant sponges. They trap not just visible dirt, but also microscopic particles you can't see, like dust mites, pet dander, pollen, bacteria, and even mold spores. In humid environments or poorly ventilated rooms, these allergens accumulate faster and can become breeding grounds for harmful microbes. Every step on a rug sends a cloud of fine particles into the air, and you end up breathing them in, especially at night while sleeping. For older adults, this becomes a serious concern. As the immune system becomes more sensitive with age, even mild exposures can trigger unpleasant symptoms. You may experience coughing or wheezing at night, stuffy nose or itchy eyes in the morning, a frequent sneezing or dry throat, unexplained fatigue due to disrupted sleep, irritated skin or allergic reactions without knowing the cause. Over time, poor indoor air quality, especially in the bedroom, can lead to chronic respiratory issues, worsen existing conditions like asthma or bronchitis, and even affect your heart health due to a lack of restorative sleep. The good news? You don't have to sacrifice comfort to protect your health. Here's what you can do. 1. Remove wall-to-wall carpeting, especially in the bedroom. Opt instead for hard flooring like hardwood, bamboo, vinyl, or laminate. These materials don't trap allergens and are much easier to clean thoroughly. 2. If you love the soft feeling of a rug underfoot, choose smaller, washable area rugs instead. Natural materials like cotton or wool are breathable and tend to collect less dust than synthetic fabrics. Make sure to wash them regularly. 3. Invest in a high-quality vacuum cleaner with a HEPA filter. HEPA filters trap 99.97% of fine particles, helping to remove allergens from your living space. Vacuum at least twice a week, and don't forget to vacuum under furniture and along edges where dust hides. 4. Use a dehumidifier if your room tends to be humid. Mold and dust mites thrive in moist environments, so maintaining optimal humidity, around 40 to 50%, helps prevent their growth. 5. Finally, consider getting an air purifier for the bedroom, especially if you have pets or live in an area with poor outdoor air quality. It's a simple way to support cleaner breathing day and night. Creating a sleep environment that supports your lungs, limits allergens, and feels fresh every morning can make a noticeable difference in how you feel throughout the day. Don't let cozy carpets quietly chip away at your health. Choose comfort and cleanliness, and you'll sleep easier knowing your bedroom is truly a safe space. A good night's sleep doesn't start with just a mattress. It begins with a clean, calm, and breathable bedroom. By simply removing a few overlooked or harmful items, you can sleep more deeply, breathe more easily, wake up feeling clear-headed, refreshed, and energized. Your bedroom should be your personal sanctuary, a place of rest, healing, and renewal, not a hidden source of stress or discomfort. Even one small change today can lead to a noticeable difference in how you feel tomorrow morning. If you found this video helpful, give it a like to help more people discover these important tips. Have you already made changes to your bedroom setup? Or noticed any health improvements? Comment below. I'd love to hear your experience. And if you're passionate about living a healthier, longer life, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Sleep well, take care of your space, and I'll see you in the next one.